What's up, everybody? Christian James here. Today's video: Rebel News catches LCBO thieves live in action. Whatever. Let's take a look. So as I did a video before, as we have a problem in Ontario, and I'm sure the rest of Canada, people keep stealing large amounts of liquor from the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, funded by the people.
We're here to take some money for charity and some liquor. No big deal. Everyone relax. This is not a robbery. This is for charity. This is my part.
And today, it was actually caught in the store by a Rebel News camera setup. Whatever. Let's take a look. I'm done stuttering.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in West End, Toronto. And folks, just the other day, I was at this Liquor Control Board of Ontario store here on the Queensway, picking up a bottle of Lafroig quarter cask because, well, where the hell else am I supposed to buy a bottle of scotch other than this government-owned monopoly? And you know what, folks? I was off duty, minding my own business, but I don't know. Sometimes you go looking for trouble. Other times trouble finds you, doesn't it? And that's exactly what happened to me. Check out the video footage. Are you guys paying for that? Hey. Are you punks paying for that? Hey, what is that? Get a weapon.
I got your dick right here. She's ready to play him. She's ready to pimp.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know when people see this, they want to do something. Everybody, all men want to do something. Is it worth the trouble of doing something? It feels like it is. I promise you it feels like it is. But if they get seriously hurt, you're the one getting in trouble. If they get caught after the fact, they're the one getting in trouble. They're the one going to jail. We need to have off-duty police officers. We need to have armed guards at these stores. If you get caught, you should get tased. You should get shot. But that should be up to a cop or a security official. Do not put yourself in harm's way over liquor. Honest to God, don't get shot.
Now, you know what, folks? Maybe with all the violence that we've seen in the last several weeks, maybe I need my head examined for getting involved. I mean, you saw one of those reprobates. He had something trained on me. It looked like a cylinder with bear spray or pepper spray in it. I don't know. I certainly didn't want to find out the hard way. That's why I backed off. But I did get the license plate number, and I did pass that information along to the LCBO staffers here. And
again, do what he did at the end, not in the beginning. Don't be a hero. It's just liquor. I know people are sick of this. I know everybody wants to defend what's ours and not theirs. It is not worth the effort. It is not worth the potential violence to you. It's not worth the loss to your family. It's just not worth it. It's not your stuff. It's just liquor. It's okay. But at the end of the day, this shit has to stop. But people like David, I think they get a little bit wrapped up in the fact that the cameraman never gets hurt. This time the cameraman got a little bit hurt.
I am the liquor.
But welcome to Mayor Olivia Chow's Hogtown, where the crime wave is now reaching historic proportions. In any event, as I look back at that incident, what did I learn? Well, a few things. One, for starters, those weren't random thieves. These were regulars. In fact, the LCBO clerk said to her co-worker, "Oh, they're here again." And I made the joke, "Do you mean regular robbers?" And she said yes. And so it is that they just come in near closing time.
So they know they come in. They know they're going to come in. They probably have a routine of when they come in. And never once is there a cop car in the area to catch them. Never once is there an off-duty police officer, undercover person in the store. It's like theft doesn't matter. The more you let people... Where was this shit in the 90s when I was trying to steal liquor as a teenager? Where was this shit then? Then everybody gave a fuck. Now nobody gives a fuck. It is unbelievable the level of tolerance people have. It's intimidation, it's fear, and it's DEI fucking police officers. You heard me, they're fucking useless.
help themselves to hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars worth of booze. And by the way, for the record, the van they were driving, it's a white Chevy van with plate number CB39133. So if you see a white Chevy van with the plate number CB39133, please call the police, assuming they give a rodent's rectum. What else did I learn? Well, number 2, this is another reason we need the Castle Law Doctrine improved. One of the LCBO employees told me after the fact that had he gotten involved, guess what? Instant dismissal from the LCBO. And he said the staff have been told that if you rough up a thief and they get injured, guess what? You can be taken to civil court in a lawsuit, a personal injury lawsuit. Unbelievable. So, Premier Ford, please stop talking a big game. I remember when you said how proud you were of that customer fighting back at an LCBO that was getting robbed in broad daylight. You are the premier with a supermajority government, and yet your own Crown Corporation, the LCBO, is telling its staff to back away, stand down. Well, which is it?
He stood up and held them accountable. I'd love to meet that guy one day. You gave him a couple slugs in the head. They deserve a slug in the head every once in a while.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, it worked out well for that man that moment. But look, Fat Ford, at the end of the day, if you want things to get done, stop just talking about things like we told everybody during COVID. You teach us how to make fucking cheesecake. You clearly don't have the body of a person who follows through or fits through if it's a water slide. But this is not a fucking joke like I just made about your fucking body shape. Do something about the crime wave. Do something about the problems in the province. Do something. You have a lot of conferences and you poured out some liquor for the homies. But you do nothing. But you talk like a guy who's going to do stuff. You know who recognizes guys who are going to talk like they're going to do stuff, they don't do everything? Everybody, because we all know those fucking guys.
The thing I learned, folks, is I think I have some insight as to why some folks are fighting back, why some folks like myself followed the thieves out to get some license plate information. And the fact is this, as Ontarians, we are essentially shareholders of the LCBO. This is a Crown Corporation. It is losing, by some estimates, $77 million a year. That estimate is from a few years ago. I think it's much worse right now.
100 million, easy.
Whenever I go to an LCBO and I say, have you had any theft recently? Oh man, fasten your seatbelt. They've all got stories. What can we do instead of just rant?
Why is there a security official there if he doesn't do anything? He's making calls. I can make calls. I don't need to get paid to make the call. If you're there, do something. If you're not going to do anything, don't fucking be there. That's just more wasted money.
About it, what can Doug Ford do instead of staging stupid photo ops like pulling Kentucky bourbon and California wines from the shelves, like pouring a bottle of Crown Royal down the drain? Well, here's what we can do. How about hiring paid duty police officers armed with lethal force? I think their mere presence would scare away the thieves. Yes, that is expensive, but compared to $77+ million a year, I think it's cheaper than that. Secondly, why not go back to the LCBO business model of yesterdecade? When you go back several decades ago, these LCBO stores weren't Martha Stewart Taj Mahals with all the liquor on display. They resembled banks. You went...
I don't want to do that. I'm not writing down what the fuck I want. I'm waiting for some jackass to get it from behind the counter. Look, if we're going to spend $100 million on thievery, $100 million on police officers, spend $100 million on police officers. The money goes to a law-abiding citizen who's trying to make life better for everybody. I know a lot of people don't like the cops. I promise you don't want thieves running rampant. You think cops are bad? You have no idea. Cops have regard for the law. Not all of them are perfect, but not all of them end up on the news, okay? So, at the end of the day, it's a necessary evil for you people. But look, this is not acceptable, and it will only get worse. Problems only escalate. They don't de-escalate on their own unless you have police, and you have sentences, and you have enforcement. But what the hell do I know? I just used to be a thief and had to deal with police and sentences and enforcement. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me I'm right, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me if you think we should spend money on cops. So like these some bitches keep stealing our shit because they're only going to steal more and more and more. At the end of the day, if this is acceptable, why don't we just start stealing? I'm out.